I'm Harper, and I raised my son Ethan as a single mother after his father passed when he was just 8 years old. We were always close, best friends really. That's why it shattered me when he called 6 months before his wedding and asked me not to come. "Mom, I need you to hear me out," Ethan said over the phone that Tuesday night. I set down my coffee cup. "What's wrong, sweetheart?" "Vanessa thinks it would be better if you didn't come to the wedding." The words hit me like a physical blow. "What? Ethan, I don't understand." "She says you've been making her uncomfortable," he continued. "The comments about her career, asking about her family, she feels judged." "I was just trying to get to know her," I said. "She's going to be my daughter-in-law." "See, that's the problem. You're being possessive." I'd met Vanessa 4 months earlier at a family barbecue. She was beautiful, charming, and immediately started asking about Ethan's inheritance from his father. "Your son is so successful," she'd said, touching my arm. "That tech company sale must have set him up nicely." "We don't really discuss finances," I'd replied. Her smile had tightened. "Of course. How private of you." After that day, Ethan started canceling our weekly dinners. "Vanessa needs me tonight, Mom," he'd say. Then he stopped answering my calls as frequently. "Ethan, can we please talk about this in person?" I asked now. "I think some distance would be good," he said. "Vanessa and I are building our life together. We need space." "Did she tell you to say that?" "See? This is exactly what I'm talking about. You can't accept that I'm choosing her." My heart broke. "I love you, son." "I love you too, Mom. But I need you to respect my decision." The line went dead. I sat there staring at my phone, trying to understand what had just happened. My sister Caroline called an hour later. "Harper, I just talked to Ethan," she said. "What the hell is going on?" "Vanessa doesn't want me at the wedding." "That's insane! You're his mother!" "He says I make her uncomfortable." Caroline was quiet for a moment. "Something's not right here. Ethan would never do this unless someone was in his ear." "I know," I whispered. "We need to figure out what this woman wants." That night I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about Vanessa's questions, her interest in Ethan's finances, the way she'd systematically cut me out. The next morning I started digging. I hired Detective Santiago 3 days after Ethan uninvited me. "Tell me everything," he said, opening his notepad in my living room. "My son is marrying a woman I've met twice," I began. "She's isolated him from me completely, and she's very interested in his money." "What makes you think that?" "She asked about his inheritance within 5 minutes of meeting me. She quit her job 2 weeks after they started dating, and now she's convinced him I'm the problem." Santiago nodded. "I've seen this before. Give me her full name and any background you have." "Vanessa Catherine Morrison. She says she's from Seattle, worked in marketing." He typed into his laptop. "Let me run a few searches." 2 days later he called me back. "Harper, you need to sit down for this," Santiago said. "What did you find?" "Vanessa Morrison isn't her real name. She's actually Vanessa Kellerman. She's been engaged 4 times in the past 6 years." My stomach dropped. 4 times? "Each time to wealthy men. She gets close, isolates them from family, and then either drains their accounts or gets a big settlement when the relationship ends. One guy lost $300,000. "Oh my God." "There's more. Her last fiancé, David Bennett, filed a police report. She stole from his business account. No charges were filed because he just wanted her gone." I felt sick. "We have to tell Ethan." "I tried reaching out to one of the previous victims," Santiago said. He agreed to talk. That weekend, I met with David Bennett in a coffee shop. "She's a professional," David said, his hands shaking. "She made me feel like I was going crazy. Told me my family was toxic, that they didn't understand our love." "That's exactly what she's doing to Ethan," I said. By the time I realized what was happening, she'd transferred $60,000 out of my business account. When I confronted her, she cried and said she was borrowing it for a family emergency. What happened? She disappeared, changed her name, moved cities, found her next target. Caroline grabbed my hand across the table. We have to stop her before the wedding. Ethan won't listen to me, I said. He thinks I'm jealous. Santiago leaned forward. Then we make sure the evidence speaks for itself. Over the next 3 months, we built an airtight case. Santiago found all 4 previous victims. We collected bank statements, police reports, and social media evidence showing Vanessa's pattern. She's already started. Santiago showed me Ethan's credit card statements. Look at these charges. $50,000 in jewelry, $20,000 at a spa, designer clothes every week. Ethan is funding her lifestyle. And based on the pattern, she'll drain his accounts and disappear right after the wedding. Caroline looked at the evidence. We need to tell him. He won't listen, I said. But I know people who will. I reached out to Ethan's best man, Tyler. We'd always been close. Mrs. H, I've been worried too, Tyler said when we met. Ethan hasn't been himself. He canceled our golf trips, stopped hanging with the guys. It's because Vanessa is isolating him, I explained. And I have proof she's done this before. I showed him everything. Tyler's face went pale. We have to tell him. He needs to see it himself, I said. At the wedding, with everyone he trusts watching. The week before the wedding, I sent carefully prepared packages to Tyler, Ethan's godfather Robert, and 3 of Ethan's closest friends. Each package contained copies of everything we'd found. Tyler called me immediately. This is insane. We're telling him. Wait until the rehearsal dinner, I said. She'll be surrounded by witnesses. She can't manipulate him if everyone knows. Are you sure about this? I've never been more sure of anything. The night of the rehearsal dinner, Caroline called me from the venue. Tyler just showed Ethan the evidence, she whispered, in front of everyone. What's happening? Ethan is reading the police reports right now. Vanessa is trying to explain, but David Bennett showed up. He's telling everyone what she did to him. I could hear shouting in the background. Mom? Mom, are you there? It was Ethan. Caroline must have handed him the phone. I'm here, sweetheart. Is this all true? About Vanessa? Every word. I'm so sorry, Ethan. Why didn't you tell me? I tried. You wouldn't listen. He was quiet for a long moment. Can you come to the venue tomorrow? We need to talk. Of course. Mom, I'm so sorry. I should have believed you. We'll fix this together, I said. I walked into the wedding venue the next morning to find it in chaos. Tyler met me at the door. She's trying to salvage this, says we're all lying. Ethan was standing near the altar talking to his godfather, Robert. When he saw me, he rushed over. Mom, I'm so sorry, he said, pulling me into a hug. I was so stupid. You were in love. She manipulated you. Vanessa appeared from the bridal suite, still in her wedding dress. Harper, how dare you show up here and ruin this? I didn't ruin anything, I said calmly. You did. Ethan, tell her to leave. She's trying to destroy us. Ethan stepped forward. It's over, Vanessa. I know everything. You don't know anything. They're lying to you. David Bennett walked in with Detective Santiago. I'm not lying, and I have witnesses who aren't lying either. Vanessa's face went white. Who the hell are you? David Bennett. You stole $60,000 from me 2 years ago. I don't know you. Santiago held up his folder. We have 4 victims, Vanessa. 4 engagements in 6 years. Same pattern every time. Ethan, please, you have to believe me. Vanessa grabbed his arm. I love you. He pulled away. You love my money. That's all you ever loved. Tyler stepped forward with his phone. I found your real social media accounts, the ones under Vanessa Kellerman. You're still married to your second victim. The room went silent. That's not true, Vanessa said, but her voice shook. Yes, it is, Santiago said. We verified it yesterday. Your divorce was never finalized. This wedding would have been bigamy. Ethan looked devastated. Get out, now. Baby, please. Don't call me that, he shouted. You manipulated me. You isolated me from my family. You tried to steal from me. Robert put his hand on Ethan's shoulder. Son, we've called off the venue. The guests have been notified. Vanessa looked around at all of us. You can't do this to me. Actually, we can, I said, and we did. Caroline walked in with 2 police officers. Detective Santiago filed charges this morning, identity fraud and attempted theft. Vanessa's face crumpled. Ethan, I'm sorry. I really did love you. Save it for the judge, one officer said. Ma'am, we need you to come with us. This isn't fair, Vanessa screamed as they led her away. Ethan! Ethan, please! He didn't look at her. When she was gone, Ethan turned to me with tears in his eyes. Mom, I almost married her. But you didn't, I said, holding him. That's what matters. Tyler raised his coffee cup. To Harper, the best detective mom ever. Everyone laughed, the tension finally breaking. I can't believe I didn't see it, Ethan said. She was good at what she did, David said. Don't beat yourself up. Just be glad your mom loved you enough to dig. Ethan looked at me. I told you not to come to the wedding. I know, but I came anyway. Thank God you did. Santiago packed up his files. Vanessa's facing serious charges. With all the evidence and witnesses, she won't be able to con anyone else for a long time. Robert patted Ethan on the back. Let's go get lunch, son. Your mom deserves a proper thank you. As we walked out together, I felt Ethan take my hand. I love you, Mom. I'm sorry I doubted you. I love you too. Always have, always will. That was 6 months ago. Vanessa pleaded guilty to fraud charges and is serving 18 months. Ethan has reconnected with his friends and family, and we're closer than ever. I learned that real love means protecting people, even when they push you away. Sometimes the best thing you can do is stand back and let the truth speak for itself. Have you ever had to prove someone wrong to save a person you love? Would you have handled it differently? Like and subscribe for more stories about people who refused to be victims and fought back the right way.